So we have something different this time. We have the Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert of the Brony reviewing community, the
I'm the
ripoff,
Ebert.
the ripoff of this community, joined by a cynical snob ripoff. Yes, we have cynical Joel here.
Oh, hello. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you.
Thanks for showing up, dude, bro.
So,
So it was finally the episode that me and John couldn't shut up about because we're like, okay, because John and I's feeling on this was we got freaking no Fluttershy last season. And it's a case of like we're starved of Fluttershy, and it's also a case of like the last few episodes, some of them hadn't been too hot. Well, at least in our opinions. So we were just like, okay, Fluttershy episode, let's wash the palate.
hmm. And in all honesty, it was really good.
It was pretty good.
I got to say, Fluttershy had a lot more uh, guts than normal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like
didn't
that.
take She didn't take shit from this motherfucker.
Oh, it was great. I like that. See, this is how I always thought it would be, how great it would be if they wrote Fluttershy, where it's like keep the shyness aspect of her because that is who she is, but at the same time write her in a way to where it's like she's shy, but she also knows like a balance is what I'm going for. I can't think of the proper adjectives right now.
hmm
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. It's like they've shown actual progression, which the show is hit or miss on progression when it comes to Fluttershy. Either she shows too much progression and she's like barely even Fluttershy, or she doesn't show any at all and she's scared of her own goddamn shadow, like in Dragonshy. I know that was only the 7th episode, but still.
Yeah.
Right.
So this episode starts off where Dash and Fluttershy are meeting Fluttershy's parents.
Which,
And-
by the way,
I think proves that they are a couple.
I was just gonna say
You're taking
last
your girl
episode.
Parents.
Because I was just gonna say that because last episode we were like, it was like, hey, so this is what it would be like if Rarity and Applejack dated, and this episode's like, hey, here's what happened if both of these two dated, and I was like, yes, if they can confirm Pinkie Pie and Twilight in the next episode, I could die a happy brony.
Pretty much.
So what you're saying is My Little Pony is gone the Steven Universe route of lesbianism is magic.
It's hilarious you bring that up. We were just talking about. I was telling John how I've been getting into Steven Universe, and I'm like, dude, there is LGBT positivity all over that mother. I mean,
This
that's not
so
the main.
gay, it's puking rainbows.
I mean, it's not the main focus to the show. Hold on, we're talking about ponies. Sorry, that show. See, Universe is good though. So anyway,
I am a huge fan of Steven Universe. I love it. I'm just making shitty jokes.
Yep. Pretty much.
It's great. It's great though. Okay, so yeah, like John said, meeting Flutter's parent. Well, I'm assuming Dash has met them before, so meeting the parents, and I again showing the progress thing. I like that they made it to where Fluttershy is like actually the more like upfront one of the family besides her brother, which I thought that's a funny contrast. And then, oh my God, so her brother comes in, Zephyr Breeze, which immediately I thought that may be a subtle Spyro reference.
Yes, I want to say before I start talking about his brother about Fluttershy's parents. So many fanfics have just been murdered because they do exist and they're not dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now if we could just get confirmation on Scootaloo's family, all will be at rest. Oh no, with Scootaloo they're doing it on purpose now.
Having parents, bullshit now.
I don't know, with Scootaloo I think they're just doing it on purpose now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so Zephyr Breeze comes home, and here's the thing. Zephyr wasn't a bad character, but let me just tell you, for most of this episode, the guy was such an unlikable douche.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in typical Friendship is Magic fashion, they did, of course, give him some depth and make it and it did make his being douchiness believable. But seriously, it's like, oh my God, he's a.
I wanted to
I don't-
punch that horse.
Yeah, what he said. What he said.
Yeah, we can't beat on a dead horse, so why not beat on a live horse?
And you know, when he was talking, I kept coming across in my mind. He sounds like Adam Levine.
I was.
Oh my God, totally right.
All I thought was, man, this guy looks like a parody of hipster douches.
Oh yeah.
He had the not a neck beard, but he had the unkempt facial hair. He had the pretentious ideals.
No, the bun thing is what's
the bun.
Oh God,
yeah,
he's a fucking hipster. That fucking hairstyle. I'm like, oh no.
I'm pretty sure that the show intended that 100% to be intentional, but still, it's like, goddamn.
And then you just get an episode where like Tree Hugger and him are just talking. It's just like they are totally friends.
I was more of that like hipster blogger pony that fell in love with Applejack.
Oh yeah, Trenderhooves. Yeah.
Trenderhoof.
Forgot about that guy.
Trenderhoof and Zephyr would be best buds. Having neckbeards, complaining about things on laptops in a coffee shop somewhere.
Totally.
I don't know if I
dab in the background.
I don't know if I like those characters more or less now that you've pointed that out. So he comes home, right? And he's like, hey, y'all, I'm just going to crash here for a few days. I like how they made him metrosexual without making him effeminate. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
And he's just like, okay. So it's clear that he does love his parents and Fluttershy. Like, they did make that apparent, but at the same time, it's like, God, what a... Every other line, I'm just like, what a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt so bad for Fluttershy's parents. This is skipping ahead of it, but when he's like when Zephyr's going through Mr. and Mrs. Shy's like flower garden and the cloud collection that they were collecting before Zephyr and I think Fluttershy were even born, I was just like, oh my God, what an ass.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I think it's because his family never gave him, like, no, you cannot do that. And it worked well for Fluttershy because she's shy and she isn't very assertive like that. But him, he kind of took advantage of that, and it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Give Fluttershy... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Zephyr... obviously, you wouldn't know he's part of Fluttershy's family unless told so, because, Fluttershy apparently is very similar to her parents, and Zephyr is a bit fabulous.
Yeah, it's always and this is coming from a little brother, it's always the little brother.
Yeah, pretty much.
Seriously. So
it's like move aside, bitch. I'm fabulous.
So then her parents, and I can honestly understand the parents. Like, clearly they don't want him around, but it's like that, and they did make sure to keep this a little bit throughout the episode, where it's like, even though Zephyr is such a pain, the show did take the time to show Fluttershy and her parents' conflict, because that is still their brother and their son, and it was a nice touch, because realistically speaking, people would feel that conflicted about their honestly kind of washed up kid who left what's the equivalent of beautician school and is just crashing on their couch now. And Fluttershy...
College because they couldn't understand me.
Oh, when he said that, I paused and I got up and paced for a minute, because I'm just like, this is one of the times where the show's just getting way too real, but not for a heartwarming way, just for a reflection way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that way when they started making the series more like our world rather than this fantasy realm. You
Yeah.
know,
Kind
I
of
I
starting
mean
halfway
I
into
mean
season 4.
that was what I years ago. Oh God, it's been years. I hypothesized that My Little Pony was doing so well because it was an escape from our reality.
Hmm.
And
Oh yeah.
once they did that, uh, I I didn't see as much of a, you know what, this is not like our universe. It's nice, wholesome little fantasy Zelda without the constant demon murder.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I could see that. I could especially see that because Zephyr right here is essentially that little fairy thing that follows you around an ocarina.
I know. I was thinking the exact same thing. And speaking of, they
Oh no, that still haunts my. I hear that voice when I'm in my sleep, man.
I thought it
And
was the Celtic or
night,
Walish breezy voices.
in the
So
night, I'm
again,
driving down the hall, and then, hey, Link, listen.
it's like it's like I'm going through. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know about Zelda
But
anymore.
Which
I just want to
speaking,
say, Link Pony,
I was about to say that.
Link
He's
Pony.
in
That
related
kind of looks like a
news.
Poda.
In related news, he has a heart container cutie mark, and all those gems he had behind him. Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
totally broke all of Ponyville's pottery for that.
And then all of the chickens came for him, including Scootaloo. No.
Yes,
What?
Scootaloo
So
is their leader.
What's
so
happening,
again,
children?
I love how they made Fluttershy like assertive but not like unbelievable, where she's like, okay, you can live with me, bro, but you gotta get a job. And he's like, what? Oh my god. And he just I feel like they kind of shoehorned the main. I kind of feel like they shoehorned like Spike and Rarity in this episode because they only show up for these segments. Um, she's like, oh my god. So Zephyr. So Rarity's like, hey Zephyr, dye my shit, and he's like, okay. But then Opal just does his. Opal is Opal, and I like that when she comes back and she's mad at him for ruining her whole apartment. I like how he literally is just like, what? It was the cat's fault, which I was really hoping he would have said.
I also
And
like
Twilight.
with the Spike thing. It's like he Tom Sawyered me.
He talks. Oh yeah, he did.
Except instead of a picket fence,
Here,
it's now a
why don't
stained
you
glass
paint
picket.
this white fence for me?
See, if you paint this white fence, you'll get the job done right. Whereas if I paint the white fence, it might not be up to snuff. Or whatever he would have said. So,
In all honesty, though, Huckleberry Finn was the better of the books. I
yeah.
mean, seriously, think about
But
it.
I
You
don't
had-
know. I don't
you had
know.
me-
Huckleberry Finn didn't have Injun Joe.
Don't do nothing stupid, Joe. I played Muff Potter when my drama team did Tom Sawyer.
No, honestly, I think Jim was cooler than Joe. Honestly.
Yeah, but what's interesting is like think about Huckleberry Finn. There's a whole chapter devoted to frickin' a blood sacrifice write-up thing. I'm just like, what?
Indeed.
Yeah, Mark Twain was
If
a.
you abandon the creed, you are going to kill your family. Your family is
Yeah,
going to kill you, and they must do it.
Yeah, Mark Twain was a weird dude.
Yes.
So
He was a
so
sap.
he, so Zephyr is like literally screwing everything up, and I really don't know why. If he couldn't help out Twilight and Rarity, I don't know why she thought Rainbow Dash would produce better results, but oh, excuse me. So
And here's my
So
question.
army.
Here's my question. Were the Wonderbolts aware that she was going to do this? Because she's still on, like, that suspension, isn't she?
I don't know. I don't know how the
Um,
timeline works in the episodes, really.
Yeah, but in all honesty, if that's the case, is she about to get even more suspension or take kicked out? I don't know.
no, but it's okay because Rainbow Dash always has to win.
Oh my
I
god.
That's
always
that's
get what I
that
want.
that's always been my thing about Twilight and Rainbow Dash. It's like they arguably learn more of the lessons, but they always end up getting what they want anyway. And it's like I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. You guys ever play Kingdom Hearts? There was one of the villains tells Sora one time what is it? It's like to lose is to find is to lose. On the way, you'll reclaim something you missed, but lose something dear. The point is that you gotta lose to gain, and
Hmm.
Rainbow Dash doesn't lose because I'm awesome. Still like her better than Twilight though.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with our work, but me and John have like minute-long rants about Twilight.
It just happens on occasion.
Fucking hell, cards.
Why did
Back
we
in
back in my day we didn't have any of their fancy alicorns.
back in my day, there was only 2 alicorns until there was 3, and
And
then
then
until there
4.
was 4.
And then 5.
All
You,
right,
you know the whole Alcorn thing's getting a lot less special.
it kind of is. Oh wait, 6 because we have to count Dream Big Mac.
Oh my gosh.
7 because rarity in that one thing.
Oh, that one like 5 millisecond glitch.
Yes, but it counts.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's like,
So,
if I may say for a second, there's actually like 10 of them because there's a few animation errors going on.
Well, that's one voice. I was
and
going
then
for Jeff.
oh
You see,
and then
chaos.
chaos. Oh, and then you have to count my OC because its character is written so good it should be in the canon.
It's like totally black and red, and it has a dark and confusing and bitter backstory. It's like so
Her name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. I don't know if you guys have ever read My Immortal, but
oh my gosh.
so anyway, so Fluttershy straight up kicks Zephyr out of the house, which I was like, holy shit, when Fluttershy just kicked her brother out of the house. I'm like, damn, Fluttershy, you do all the growth when you're not around for an entire season.
And really think about it. You have like I don't know if you could see my little picture over there, but it literally has Fluttershy putting out a bowl that says "Get a job."
That's
Get a
funny.
job, you bum!
Pretty
They
much.
took our germs. Oh man.
Oh man.
Hey John,
Come
this
on,
guy's great.
Come on, stick. Make a fire. Why makes Zephyr sound like Zap Brannigan?
The champagne. Hey John, this Joel guy's great.
I know, right?
So we
I met him at Anime Midwest 2 years ago when it was me, Joel, and Toon all on a panel together, and it was awesome.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
This is what happens when you get a crazy reviewer who also does a lot of voice acting. But
Mhm.
it comes in handy when
Oh, I bet.
doing stuff like this.
Peter.
But I I like how they're just watching him at his most lowest moment.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
when
think
they're
it'll last the night.
Yeah.
when he's in the forest. Hey,
Yeah.
credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. He could have made a worse tent.
True.
I wanted the Zakor to come over and be like, What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, that would have been great. Is if the episode just pulls a swerve, and then Zephyr finds his true calling is like making enchantments and potions with Sakura, and then they like get married, and then they have zebra pony babies.
And then,
Name two.
and
There's
then
gonna be two of them.
and make it
They're
a
gonna have two
comic.
kids named. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Make it a comic, and then have
I
Apple Bloom in the
also
last
want to throw in. We got a pony swear this time.
panel.
We
Exactly.
got a pony.
Oh,
swear.
that's right. I am so peeved.
Dang it!
And the parent covers the freaking Philly's ears. I was like, oh my god.
My language. And it came from Fluttershy of all characters.
Yeah. And oh man, this show's great.
Well, she's been hanging out with Mr. Beaverteeth too much.
With Beaver to Beaver.
Such language.
But yeah, Sakura and Zephyr need to have two kids. They need to be named Nathaniel and Superfly.
And then you have it a comic, and then at the last panel, you just have Apple Bloom just looking up like, but what about me?
Apple Cora OTP. So
No,
so
actually, during Cutie Pox, I don't know if you guys have seen the commentary, but it's literally where Apple Bloom goes up and it says, I bet you can make a potion that can fix anything, and then wiggles her flank. And I'm just like, Sakura's just like, my dear Apple Bloom, do not shake your flank at me, for I do not like what I see.
oh man.
Got to tell you what right now. No. I'm not gonna make that joke. I was gonna go to the Catholic Church, but
Oh, topical. So so the episode comes to a head with, and this got me stoked. I was just like, Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash Duet 2.0. Yes, yes, yes.
I know, right?
I got as giddy than when John Cena met AJ Styles in the ring this week on Monday Night Raw. I don't know if you guys watch wrestling, but oh wait, you watch wrestling now, John.
Yep.
AJ Styles, let's go see it. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Zephyr makes a thing with. Oh, the song was really good though.
Absolutely.
I find that Fluttershy gets when it's. Well, I don't know. Stomp the Bats was a good song overall, I guess.
Oh, totally. I mean,
But
you
yeah,
can't get better
Fluttershy gets some of the
than Danny
best
Elfman
songs.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's been a while since the songs I've been like, okay, that was pretty good.
Yep.
The songs of late, sorry to piss off bronies, I'm like, they're all right.
Yeah, I think it just
They're not-
just
they're not,
depends.
like, wow material that I got like season 2 and 1 and a little bit.
The most recent one that I could think of that I felt was wow material was Starlight Glimmer's little song in the Christmas episode.
Oh yeah.
I liked that one, and I liked Nightmare Moon's.
Ooh yes, that was.
Oh
really
yeah. Yeah, that was amazing.
Yes, Luna gets a dark song.
good. You know what it is too.
And it's
it
actually
helps.
dark and brooding instead of like, oh, I'm punishing myself.
Break me up inside.
Crawl.
Up inside.
This is our last resort. Get it, Camelot voice. So they
Gosh.
Yeah, so you know what also helps too? Fluttershy gets some of the best songs, but Rarity songs usually sound the best to me, and I think it's because Kazumi Evans is like arguably the best singer out of all the singers.
I'd be willing to agree with that. I
Hell,
do
Kazumi
I
Evans.
get a trained sound from Rarity. She, the singer for Rarity.
Oh, Kazumi Evans.
Yes, I don't always remember the singing voice
Who are they?
names.
There's her. There's Rebecca Sinochet.
Oh, Rebecca Schweichet.
What the hell did you say? I don't speak Scandinavian, John. I speak American.
In
Orale,
America.
That's
orale, Holmes.
like, hello, I'm a Jewish pony.
Yeah, just
I
Hello.
am.
I knew him once in America.
Let me grab my robe and wizard hat. The let's say. So yeah, so song was good. Hell yeah, Kazumi Evans is the only reason I even watched that new Lolly Rock show on Netflix. So you probably haven't heard of that. So Zephyr does a thing and goes back to school and graduates. And we completely forgot to talk about this. The fact that Zephyr Breeze was hitting on Rainbow Dash the entire episode.
Oh, totally. Just like I love the first time she says anything. It's like, oh, the fastest pony in all of Equestria Dash, and it's like, hello, Zephyr Breeze, and she's just like, oh, I know that's just a thing you say.
I like when
That's
the jaw
hilarious.
drops.
Yeah, and then Zephyr just takes it, just closes it.
And then at the end where Fluttershy's parents think that Fluttershy has a thing for Zephyr, that was funny.
Yep. Oh man. So
And episode ends with episode ends with Zephyr honestly kind of succeeding in life.
he
And
graduates and
yeah.
everything.
I hope it's okay if I crash here, but I've been reformed, I swear.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That would be what that would be if he was hanging around with Sakura. Just be like, yes, I've come back and I'm going to crash here for a few days, but I'm reformed, I say.
Yeah, it was it was like Joel said right now. Here we go again.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, I liked the episode, but the more we're talking about it, I actually really dug this episode. It was funny. It cleaned the palate of the last meh episodes.
Yeah,
And
I thought
yeah,
the
it
last
was
episode was kind of a throwaway.
Yeah.
yeah, and it was good, worth the wait. I'm gonna give it. If I'm going to judge an entire episode where they put hours upon hours of work and then sum up all those hours with honestly kind of a backhanded slap to the face by judging it on a numerical system, I'm going to give this seriously a 9.
Okay. I give
I,
this
I really dug it.
I give this a 9.5. It was very good, very well written. Zephyr Breeze, while he was not okay for most of the episode, he did prove as a very good foil for Fluttershy. And just, I'm sorry, Fluttershy getting angrier and angrier throughout the episode. I'm just like, yes, let that rage build up.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't getting angry, John. She was getting peeved.
Oh, then you
Hey,
just have a
watch
picture
your
of
language. This
that, that-
children's program
and then you have
My bad, bro.
that
you
I
just have
swore in.
then you just have Rarity in a black cloak, and she's just like, good, good, let the friendship flow through you.
It's like when you wanted to help your homeless brother, but you end up killing all the Jedi too.
Good.
This show is.
Kill him.
Mr. Joel, what would you say? What would you rate this episode out of 1 to 10?
I'm glad you asked. I'm a fair person, and I'm also quite fair with it. So I will give this an 8.5.
Okay.
Okay.
It's good, but it's not like amazing.
Yeah, it's not like Tanks for the Memories of Many Fences, honestly.
Nah.
It's a good throwaway episode.
Hmm.
It doesn't. It's not like super amazing, but it's fun.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
And
it was a really
although
good
I will
episode.
say it does help the character arc of Fluttershy because we see progression.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's actual progression that doesn't feel like unnatural forced, or if we're going by like Power Ponies, fan servicey.
Hmm.
I'm weak, I'm weak, I'm weak. I will kill you all!
Pretty much. Goes up
Alright,
to
I'm
Discord and
still
it's just
a
like,
guy, but I don't take shit from no one.
yeah. Now, next thing you know, she'll go up to Discord and she'll just be like, "I'm getting really sick of your shit."
That'd be the next one. Like Discord is just on one day being particularly like a really big dick, and Fluttershy is just like Discord. We need to talk.
Hmm.
Ah, you kicked
I'll
me
let
in
you.
the face!
Oh, that'd be good. So
So
yeah, good
yeah,
episode.
this was good, and
Yeah,
thank you.
let's get this guy back.
Yeah, totally. Thank you, Cynical Joe, for coming on for this. It
No
was
problem.
absolute pleasure.
Hey, I love talking about the show. It's a fun one, and it's probably the only good show I'd argue that's on right now, rather than Steven Universe.
Absolutely.
There are
Even
some there are some good shows out right now, but you kind of gotta look for them. Like
They're
what's
really rare.
like oh like Rebecca versus what's her name, like Star versus the Forces of Evil. That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
that's a good one.
essentially Disney's answer to Steven Universe, but it's a really good show.
mm,
Yeah, and it's more silly rather than like plot. Where Steven Universe
Yeah.
has this ongoing arc plot that you can't just go right in. You could probably go into Star versus Force of Evil at
yeah, but
any point.
in all honesty though, with MLP, it exceeds at being a slice of life show, so I'm okay with it not having a huge overarching
Yeah,
story.
it's a
Oh
slice
yeah,
of life
easily.
that you can kind of pick up what is within certain
And in
episodes.
Slice of Life's case, it was literally a slice of life.
Hmm. Pretty much.
Is that the one with all the fan service?
Pretty
You mean
much.
all the you mean all the side characters? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that one.
Oh, that episode was great. Fan service or not, that was great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, I.
Now
That would resonate.
critically it was a mess. I do agree with that. But it's not
That's one of
designed to be
those.
like a critically acclaimed thing. It's designed to just have fun. And that's
Yeah, I
exactly
was
what.
gonna. It's like I was gonna say I don't. That's one of those shows where I'm just like I kind of. That's one of the times I'm like, dude, fuck the criticism. That episode was great, no matter how you look at it. Yeah, was it? If we're
I
gonna
had
talk
to show
about
my
whatever,
critic
but
rating off on that one because I'm like, there's Derpy. Doctor Hooves has a scarf. What more can you throw at me that's awesome? Oh, Bon Bon is Splinter Cell? Okay.
No, even better. When Doctor Who shows up to the shop, it's like this scene cannot get any better, and all of a sudden, I love Z.
yeah, I was gonna say Alozi. Okay, they didn't even try with the Doctor.
They're just like, oh yeah, I know this already.
I also like how he's got a companion, Rose. Rose, yeah.
You mean
the one
muffins?
pony with a rose on her butt. Like that's subtle. That
Yeah,
is subtle. And
and
I like how there was a little changeling in the background, like, hey, what's up?
it's like I just came here for the buffet.
And you also have fucking Princess Luna and Princess Celestia fighting like actual siblings.
Like sisters, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so we best stop here because I could honestly go about both these episodes like all day. So
absolutely.
Yes.
So again, thank you, Cynical Joel, for coming on.
No problem. Glad to be of service.
Yes. So that's it from me, John,
me snakeskin
and
and
We're out.
Cynical. Indeed. Peace out,
all right,
Dragon.
Alonzi.